Hello, you lot. Hope you're all fine and dandy. I'm in shock. Do you know what I'm in shock? I'm in shock because it's a bloody good day. Been a little bit windy, but it's a good day. And it's nearly Christmas time, which is completely unbelievable. I've been trying to get quite a lot of stuff done. I found myself with a couple of days spare time. So I've been trying to get a lot of the stuff done that I wanted to do during my time off of work during Christmas. So that means I'll get more time to do other stuff in my time off of work during Christmas. So it's a little bit chaotic and a little bit mental at the moment. But nevertheless, some of you might remember this Rovan Q-Shorty here. I had the shock. All the oil come out of it because the rod had corroded and there's a bit of pitting and all lost all the oil. Now I couldn't decide whether I wanted to get the upgraded shocks or if I wanted to repair that one or get a repair kit. Loads of you said about Alibaba and all these, but I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Used to, when I was younger, Alibaba, AliExpress, all the cheap, cheerful stuff, yeah, I'd go for it. But not anymore. Learn my lesson more than once. Don't buy that kind of stuff from them websites. And then a long-time subscriber and channel member said to me he'd like to buy me some shocks as a Christmas present. So I said, thank you very much. And they've arrived, but the box is quite big. It's from RC Models. The box is quite big and heavy. He said to me, open it up on film. Open it in a video. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. We'll zoom in a little bit. And we'll see what we got inside this box. It's from RC Models. I'm expecting just a pair of, it'll be one pair, not four, it'll be a pair of shocks, the real ones, because that's all I really need. So I'm assuming that's all that will be in here. That's the receipt and the packing information. I'm not going to look at that. I'll show you like that. So what have we got? We have, oh look, we've got an air filter. Alright, spare parts. Alright, so we've got a different air filter. Now, some of you may remember, I've got to duck down now because I only tilted the camera, pan the camera down, tilt the camera down. So, the original air filter that come with this Q-Shorty was no good. It leaked, let in a load of dust. So I bought the upgraded one, the upgraded air filter. That leaked, let in a load of dust. So I don't know what one this is, but it's a genuine one. So we'll put this on and see what it's like. Hopefully it won't leak and it won't let in a load of dust. So, aha, the main, oh, hello, got four of them. We've got some gaskets as well. Nothing else in the box. Right, so we've got a gasket, I'll put that over there if they air filter. We've got four shocks. Happy days. I'm assuming they look the same though. I'm assuming one will be for the front, one will be for the back. Yeah, front and back. Front and back shocks. So they're both going to be upgraded now. Bloody hell, happy days. Well, I suppose we'd better get to fitting them. The front was going to stay as they are, but now, not anymore. They're going to be all upgraded. Well, alright. Oh, the roller's escaped. You can tell I've been doing a lot of painting. If I remember, and if you're interested, if I remember, I'll probably forget. I'll show you what I've been up to, painting and doing all this kind of stuff in the other room. But for now, thank you very much, Mr. Alfie Fury. Alfie Fury is the person, the legend of the channel members and the subscribers. Mr. Alfie Fury has bought me these. Let's put them all on and see what we end up with. Look at this, you lot. I've already put one on. Look, there's one. It's on there. It's all bolted on. Now, they do come with oil. I felt them. They feel all right. I think there's a couple of air bubbles in that one, so I might have to bleed. I've got the bleed screw there. But I probably, well, I most definitely would change the oil in the future. But I'm going to run them as they are. I'm going to fit them as they come with oil. They're all ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to fit them as they come, run them, see how they are, and maybe change the oil, make probably a thicker oil, because they do feel quite soft. We'll have to adjust the old preload on them as well, probably once I get it on the ground. But let's have a look to see. This is the old original shock that it come with. This is the upgraded, the 10mm. These are 10mm shocks. Look at the size of that rod compared to that rod on the old one. They're a lot fatter. They hold a lot more oil. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to do this side first. I'm going to do the front one on this side now, and then we'll go switch it round, put that wheel back on, switch it round. I only took that wheel off so you lot could see before when I took that shock off. So put that wheel back on, turn around, and do the other side. And but it's looking pretty cool though. I know I'm going to have to give the whole thing a bit of a clean now. I have to fire the compressor up and blow all the dust off. Sweet. Oh, then we've got to put that air filter on as well. I'll have to see if I can find time to go and give it a bit of a run now as well. Really excited to see how this suspension actually performs compared to the old ones. That's one side done, you lot. Now, it's one thing just to bear in mind, if you're getting these, you'll find it out for yourselves anyway, but these little plastic cap things that go on the top of the front suspension there, they're probably just to protect the ball joint and the bolt. They don't fit on these upgraded ones, alright? The top of them's too fat, these are too small. So, just something to bear in mind. It's not going to matter one little bit, but I know some of you are going to be like, well, they don't fit. Yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? So, that has to stay with that old original shock. So move this out of the way and these out of the way. Move my tools out of the way. Pliers and my bit of rag. Very important bit of rag. And put that somewhere. Put the wheel back on. And then we'll turn it round and do the other side. God, it's already looking the nuts. Look at it. I know we've got the red and the silver, and the pipe is also silver, or whatever you want to call that. Don't know what you want to call it. I call it silver. I think it's going to look good, and hopefully perform bloody good as well. I don't run this one that often. The reason I don't run this one that often is, well, this is one of those crazy ones where you do kind of need an actual place to go. I mean, when it comes to nitro and any other petrol that's a bit quieter, I disagree. You can run them in any park, anywhere you want. These things, they are really loud. And they sound a lot like a dirt bike. So, you have got to be a bit careful where you run them. You don't want to be disturbing too many people. Anyway, other side and away we go. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at that. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to have to be honest, they're not too bad. I'm not going to drop it too much on there because it knocks everything off. The vibrations knock everything bloody... I'm going to have to put it on the ground and drop it and see where it settles and where it lives. But where they're already set ain't a bad place. I mean, it's fairly level. We'll have to see what it's like when it's driving. and whether it starts bottoming out on places. You can't really jump these too much anyway, because they're only rear-wheel drive. You've got no control. We've got minimal control in the air. There is control, but it's not as much as it would be for four-wheel drive. So I don't tend to jump this all that much. But nevertheless, it's going to be great. Right, let's have a look at this air filter. Get this air filter fitted. So we've got a new air filter, and because Mr. Fury, I get the impression from talking to him over the last few years. Do you know what? We worked out, I think it was 8. He's bought 8 nitro cars off of me. You know, 8 of them. For those of you that don't know what I do, just for fun and to make interesting content for you, it's not business. I don't make any money out of it. I make it a little bit now and again, but I put that back into buying another one. What I do is, I get all the old non-running nitro cars that otherwise would go in the bin. Get them off of eBay. Usually pay far too much for them. Anywhere else that I can find them, and sometimes from you subscribers, I buy them off of people. The non-runners, they would go in the bin otherwise. I save them. I get them running, and then I sell them on in order to get money coming so I can buy another one and do exactly the same again. And I make videos of how to get them running, and I do will it run videos to get them all, so you lot can have some entertainment. Maybe you might even learn something, I don't know. But the point of it is to keep saving the old nitro cars, because no one likes to see a good working, potentially working car go in the bin, do they? He's actually bought, I think it was 8. I'm sure he'll correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think we worked out it was 8 cars he's bought off me this year from that kind of thing. I think he wants to start some sort of museum or something he was on about. Anyway, as I was saying, as he likes to do things by the book, he's got me some gaskets. So I've got a new air filter and I've got some gaskets. So let's stick that on. And yeah, this old, well, this, to be honest, this filter that I bought this as an upgrade. It's meant to be the upgraded bloody filter. It was meant to be the one, you know, meant to solve all the problems that the other one had. But this one, the one that he's sent to me, is it's an improved version of the original air filter that come with this car, because they realised that the filter that it come with it had issues, so they improved it. But they also had this upgrade, which it's got a lot of mould on it for some reason now. But also, it's not an upgrade. It just doesn't. Well, it doesn't filter. Simple as that. It doesn't do its filtering job. So I've got to take this plate off. You lot can't see. Let me show you what I've got to do. That other filter that had come with a plate, so that you could put it on with the Jubilee clip. So I've got to take this plate off and then bolt on the new filter. Alright, the old camera's running out of battery, so I haven't filmed all of it, but there we go, we've seen it. The new one's going on. And make sure it's quite tight. Don't go too tight, because these threads will strip out easy on these blocks. You've got to be careful. These are only strimmer engines. I've had people tell me, no, these are different engines. They're special engines for RC cars. No, they're not. They're strimmer engines, you lot. That's exactly what they are. Yes, no, they're not sort of literally taken off of a strimmer, but they are fundamentally a strimmer engine. You know, they are bought and made to go on an RC car, I'd agree. But these are just a 2-stroke engine that you would find on any strimmer, anything like that. There's absolutely nothing different about any of that whatsoever. So now we've just got this little bit here. It's got a little rubber O-ring around it, little rubber seal. Get it a little bit wet, just so it doesn't rip as I put it back on again. I mean, that just clips on like that. I find it incredible, to be honest, how that is supposed to stay on there. That was the problem with the old air filter. It had the same design and it kept falling off. So I'm hoping that they've somehow made that different, and you know, it'll be better. I'd hate for it to be exactly the same. I always find that a lot of these filters, they're, you know, they're over bloody complicated. They've just got to be a filter, simple as that. Anyway, stick that on. Trouble is, it's a bit too close to that radio box. Right, hold on. Right, they certainly made it a tight fit, but it's on. And I can't wait to see how it performs. Hopefully, it'll perform very nice. So there we go, you lot. Now we've got brand new suspension, upgraded 10mm shocks all around, which I wasn't expecting. I was only expecting the rear. So we've got all 4, which is amazing. And we've got a new air filter. I know some of you are going to say, you haven't oiled it. What is the matter with it? I know I haven't oiled it. I just didn't want to get oil everywhere. Plus, it's winter. There's no dust around. So we're perfectly fine without any oil for now. When the summer comes, I will oil it. But I'm going to be, well, it's going to be in a grass field where there's going to be no dust. And the next time I run this. So I'm certainly not worried about oiling that at the moment. So we should. It's not. Oh, I've just noticed a bit of a problem. I didn't notice it before. Oh dearie me. Let me show you. Oh dearie, dearie me. This filter, why would they make it like that? Because now, look, the throttle is, that's the brakes, my apologies, the brakes. Well, it's the brakes and the throttle, it's both. But that's going to rub a hole in that. That's going to rub a hole in that almost straight away. We can't have that happening, can we? Where's the transmitter? Turn that on. Where's the switch? There it is. Oh, it just misses it. I suppose it might be alright. Why would they design an air filter like that? Don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to complain too much about it. That would sound rude and ungrateful. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I might stick a cable tie around that part of the filter just so it brings the foam in a bit and just keeps it away from there, because I don't really want to ruin it. I don't want to rip a hole in it, do I? Rovan, what are you doing, Rovan? Rovan, what are you doing? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to have to, I reckon if I stick a cable tie around there, that'll keep the foam away from it. I can't switch it so that this is on this side. No, so that comes out there. Because if I do that... Oh, can I? I might be able to, you know. But then I'll have to stick the throttle in reverse. Let me see what I can do. I might be able to get around that, actually. Right, I was thinking I might be able to just... You see, it was before, the horn was that way, wasn't it? Well, I was thinking I could just turn the horn this way and flip that round, but I'm not going to be able to. It's bent. See, it's bending that, and it's not going to, it doesn't operate the throttle. It's bending it. It needs to stay freely straight, but it's bending it. So it has to go the other way that it was before. That is a bit gay. I'm just going to have to put a cable tie around the filter to keep it away from the foam. And we'll go from there. Happy days. Well, at least it kind of works. Right, so I've stuck a cable tie around there. If I turn on the transmitter, you have to ignore the beeping for a minute because the batteries are low. But you'll start beeping it. There you go. So I'll put a cable tie around there now, and that it just misses it. So we should be good there. The only thing is, the throttle does hit on that, so I'll move that up round like that. Now we don't get that. Happy days, happy days. Right, turn that off. Got to go get some batteries, and we're ready to rock and roll. From memory, that was one of the issues with the other filter as well. That sort of vibrates and goes down like that. And then your throttle gets stuck on there, but we won't talk about that in this video. That'll be for another video. Anyway, you lot, thanks for watching. Treat people nice. the next video you see of this car will be when we go out to some field somewhere and give it a bit of a run. Treat people nice, treat people how you would expect to be treated. Well, actually, treat people how you'd like to be treated, not how you would expect to be treated, because in this world, this day and age, people don't give an uncle's monkey. When you're out and about in the streets, people don't care about you, they care about themselves. But Mr. Alfie Fury, you, my friend, restore some faith in humanity. Thank you very much. Subscribers, channel members alike, thank you. Merry Christmas. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Love a Rovan, even when things don't fit together properly.